What's up everybody and welcome with a new video. Okay, in this video we're gonna create a new website creating with a CSS background and other thing. As you can see it right here. Maybe it's not a level 1 website just like my previous video that I created in my channel, but it's amazing and have a nice design for your next project or a next website that you're gonna create it. So starting with the home page, as you can see I create a big ball for a background and inside it 4 ball, or you can add a more ball if you wanted. We're gonna use animation of the CSS of the rotate to have this nice design, and you can see we have these 2 cards and more that I created with a CSS. And so next I create this blog. You can add your blog, video, image, other thing, and you can add a more style instead of a change of color when I click on the next, like a skill or create a new page in a same of this HTML if you like using this, if you like using a Java CSS. So yeah, it's a basic JavaScript or Java CSS. And last is a contact page that if a user click on the name or email, the icon gonna change with a JavaScript that we're gonna add it here. So yeah, this is our website and this is our menu, simple menu, nice menu. And last thing, we're gonna add media for phone and tablet. So if you guys like it and if you guys ready, let's do it. Okay, I'll start the video with CSS because it takes too much time to create HTML, so I will upload HTML file in description. Just download it to start the video by styling the CSS. And I will explain everything in CSS that you need to know. And for source code, for some reason I can't share it, but I can share HTML videos. So let the video start faster and let me finish your video faster with just styling the CSS and the JavaScript, guys. So just download HTML file right now and upload it, and just create a CSS folder for about CSS, blog CSS, contact, menu, home. And for this JavaScript of this app.js, just create it right now. So if you just create it right now, let's go to the CSS. First, we're gonna start with the home.css with home page. So when you create it right now, just add this simple style as a section, webkit, and the body color and the start to just delete the margin, padding 0, and the font size, adding font size, yep. And this is a custom font size of this H1, H3, and P of this description. So yeah, just pause the video and just type it really fast to just start it right now. Okay, so if you just... Okay, so let me just resize this. Sorry for that. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yep. So first, as always, we have this hero as our home page, guys. Let me just show you. We have this hero page. We're gonna style it right here. Hero, starting with the hero. I'm gonna add width, height, and let me add the position relative and overflow hidden. Because if I add a ball inside of this second row, it's gonna add the overflow. So I just add overflow hidden to just hide it of this overflow X. Okay. Now let me just add a logo for this, our logo. I create a logo div inside of this HTML. I'm gonna add a position absolute, top, and transform translate, y minus 30%. Let me add the padding left 10% because we didn't add any header for this, and the menu is outside of this hero page. I want to add it here in this bottom line. So this is why I didn't create a header. Yep, just added this position absolute. Okay, here we go. Now let me just starting with this. Let me see. Okay, let me start with inner as our grid. In the center of this, we have this text of this first line and this background of this second row, as you can see it, guys. So first, starting with inner, let me just add this to the grid. Okay, grid template column, repeat, 2, 1 of 1, align item, center. Okay, now let me just add the grid gap for a little distance, 50 pixel, position absolute. I want to be in a center and add some top instead to let be just in a bottom of this website if you've seen your first video, guys. So position be absolute. Okay, top 80%. So just be in a bottom, and let me just add the transform, translate y minus 50%. Here we go. Let me add a padding 0 and 10%. Okay, with 1%. Okay, so you can see it's here right now, but let me just hide this menu. We're gonna style it in a list of this style sheet of this menu.css. So I'm just gonna add here style display none to just for now delete it in just HTML, as you can see. And here we go. You can see we just delete it for now. And now let me just continue. So we have this some text. I created a div for this and name is some text. I'm just gonna add it here. Just gonna add the width for this just to not resize it in a media. So this is why I add the width 500 pixel to not resize it in the media of this phone and tablet. Here we go. And now let me just create this second row, guys. So for this second row, I'm gonna add the content empty, width 500 pixel, height 500 pixel. Let me just add the position relative and margin 0 auto. Here we go. Okay. So now inside of this second row, let me just show you. Okay, so inside this second row, we have this background of this big circle and this circle star that have two circles inside of this background. So let me just first start with creating this, guys. And now let me just add it here, background. Let me just add the content here, width, height, the same width and the same height. Now let me just add the border radius to just be a circle, guys. Now let me just add the box shadow. Okay, for this box shadow, we have a lot of box shadows, so I just gonna speed up the video. I'm sorry for that. Okay, guys, this is our box shadow that we just created right here. And I know we have a lot of inset of this, so this is why I just skip this. Just pause the video for now, for just a minute, to just type it very fast, to just go to the next. So yeah, this is our box shadow of this circle that we have here. We have a lot of inset inside it. Okay, so now next, if you just type it, next, let me just add the position absolute. Okay, let me add at the top minus 20%. And the left 300 pixel. Okay, now let me just add a transform translate to just be a minus 50% and minus 50%. The index minus 2. There we go. So this is our big circle. And now let's go to create these circle stars. So you can see we have this div circle stars that is a main of this box that have two stars inside of this. So why I add this div, I will explain it right now, but let me just style it to just show you right now. So, let me add position absolute first, top 50%, left 50%, translate minus 50% and minus 50%. Let me add the width and height, the same width, same height. Okay, so let me just show you right now, border 2 pixels solid, and let me white color just show you. Okay, you can see this is first a circle star that we have here. We have a lot of these circle stars, so don't pay attention of this. Just see this of this square. So you can see this is our circle star. Now I want to add two circle in the top of this, and the second circle be in the bottom of this. So right now, I'm just gonna create this first circle star to just be in the top of this line. So let's do it. Okay. So let me just copy this. You know what? Let me just copy this, paste it here. Okay. So width and the height be a 50 pixel. Border will be the same. No need to change it. But let me just reduce this box shadow. We have a lot of box shadow. Okay. There we go. And I think the inset is good, no problem with that. Okay, so let me just change this top 0 to just be in this line of this circle star that we just created. Okay, and left, let me just add the 50% to just be in the center of this, be instead of being in a left 0. Okay, and let me just do this, translate X. Now you can see this is our circle that we have in the top of this circle star. Now for the circle 2, just add a bottom 0 to just be in the bottom of this line. Okay, you can see right here. And now we just create it right here. And if I just show you right now, if I just add rotate right here, you can see, let me just hide this border. Okay, you can see this, the circle is just keep rotated with no error. And this is a track that just at the top a 0 and the bottom 0, and you will get this beautiful design for your background with a 2 circle that keep rotated. So now let's go to create this. So now let's go to create this animation for this circle star. Just read this animation. As always, I name it routine. Let me 10 seconds. Linear forwards infinite. Okay. Now for the scale frames, routine 0% and 100%. Okay. So let me just copy this, paste it. Add the rotate 0. And for this, minus degree. Here we go, degree. And here we go. You create this beautiful design of this circle that just keep rotated with no error. So this is how to create it very fast, very easily, and very nice design. Okay, now let's go to the HTML. You can see I add this again, the second circle star. You may ask why I add again this circle star, because I want to add a height for this circle star to have more distance for this circle. So if you see here, so you can see if I just add the height, you can see we have a more distance for this post. So this is why I add a more circle star, because I want to add a style inside it with more height. So let's do it, guys, right here. Okay, I'm gonna add here style height. Just add the height. Let me just add the height 450 pixels. And now you can see it, guys. There we go. This is a second circle. I think this is a small circle, so now I want to create a new animation to just this two circle become bigger than this small circle. So I'm just gonna add it here, right here. I'm just gonna add it here, new routine. Let me just name it routine 2 and routine 3. So for this routine 2, I'm just gonna resize it a little bit with a scale 0.5 to just be small instead of that. For the text, I will show you right now. After this, I will show you in an about page that we're gonna use it for this animation, okay? And for this, I'm just gonna add 1.5 to just become bigger. And again for this, 1.5. So now let's go to the index of this HTML, and inside of this that we just add height, just add animation. Okay, and name it routine 3. So let me 7 seconds for this time of this animation. And now let's see it again. There we go. We just created with this. And you know what, let me just, instead of minus, let me just be a plus instead of minus of this. Now let's see it again. So yep, and let me just add it for this, but we don't need to add height for that. So let me just copy this, paste it for this style. This height, we don't need that. Now let's see it. And yep, I think this is good. Let me just add reverse of that. Okay, here we go. We just created very beautiful this design of this two circle with a big design. Now let's go to create a two card inside of this homepage, guys. So we just created right here in this style, and we just added very fast the animation routine 2 and routine 3. So first I'm just gonna start with a card 1, as we name it, a card 1. Here we go. Just gonna add it to card 1. Gonna add the content here, and you know what, let me just copy this, paste it. Okay, let me just add the width, height, and let me see, let me 20%, let me 20 pixels instead of that. Let me add the background black. Okay, position absolute, top minus 5%, and the left 150% or 50 pixels instead of percent. Okay, translate, let me add the minus 50%, minus 50%. Okay, but first let me just change this box shadow because we have, so I'm just gonna skip it, guys, sorry for that. Okay, so this is our box shadow of this card one, as you can see. Now let me just add skew for this, guys. So for this skew, first is a 0°, no need to change it. Okay, next is minus 16°, and now you can see we face this card like a phone, as you can see it, guys. Here we go, very beautiful. Let me just add a scale to just resize it more bigger, 1.2. Now I think this is good. Okay, yeah, this and I'm gonna add a card 4 because it's the same of this. And if you see it in the HTML, we add this, let me just hide it for now, style display none. Okay, we just hide it for now, because if you see here, guys, where is it, we have this card 3 and this card 4. This is the same design, but we're gonna change it and we're gonna add a skew for that. So yeah, we just added here the same design, but I'm just gonna delete a skew for the card 4. So let's continue, guys, and now let me just create a card 2 and the card 3. Card 2 and the card 3. Okay. Now for this card 2 and the card 3, the same with the same height, I'm going to change it, but the box shadow, I'm just going to change it very fast. So let me just, okay, so this is our second card, as you can see, guys. But let me just top. For this, I'm gonna add the top 13% and the left. Okay, I'm just gonna add. Now let me just delete this minus because we don't need a minus, and if you just delete it, it become a plus, and you can see it's become here, right here. This is why I add this top, and you can see this is our second card, guys. And I'm gonna add overflow because I want to add a circle inside of this. So I want to delete the half of this circle. So this is why I want to add overflow. I'm gonna explain it when I created the circle. So just add overflow hidden. Now let's go to create a circle of this. So first we're gonna start with this circle. And if you use image instead of typing or creating this, I think this is better if you use image, because I think it's not worth it of the time. But yeah. And let me just change this box shadow, so let me do it fast. So you can see it, guys, we just created this circle with the box shadow. And let me just change this top and the left 25, and this left here 50%, transparency is minus 50%, and we don't need this skew because it's inside of this card, and you can see it become like this card. Okay, no need for the skew, and the text align via center. Let me just add animation that become brightness inside of this circle. So let me just create animation very fast, very 3 seconds. It's out, forwards, infinite. So let me just add the keyframes. Okay, let me add 0, 50%. I'm gonna add the filter brightness and for this let be 2. And now you can see let me add the green, and now you can see, guys, this is our brightness that inside of this circle. Okay, so this is our animation. Let's go for this text of this. So I think I name it text flex. Yes, text flex 2, text flex. Yes, a text flex. So I'm just gonna add it here to just add the position relative, text flex, position relative, and the top 50%. There we go, we have it here. And now let me just resize this font size to just be small in this card. So first, starting with H3, Now let's go to create a second circle that we have it here. So I think we name it circle bg2. Yep, circle bg2. You know what, let me just copy this, paste it here, circle bg2. Okay, width be the same, height be the same, no need to change it, but background and the box shadow, I'm just gonna change it very fast, guys. Okay, so this is our second circle. Let me just add the top and the left. So for this left, I'm gonna add 93%, and the transform, let me assume not to change it. Yep, let me add. Okay, everything is good. Now you can see, because we add overflow for this card 2, this is why the half of this circle is hidden or is deleted right now, as you can see it. So this is why I add overflow hidden, and if I just show you right now, if I delete this, you can see it's gonna show up, but we don't want that, just delete it for now. Okay, so yeah, this is everything for this. That's a thing I want to add, this a box for box, so let's do it very fast. Gonna add display grid and the grid template column, repeat 2 1 of 4, align item center, grid gap 10 pixel, and transform translate y 90 pixel, grid row gap, okay, 30 pixel. Here we go. Now let's go to start the font size first, and then we go for the box shadow, guys. So for this box, for this font size, first start with H3 font size 0.5 rem, margin bottom 10 pixel. Now for this box P of this, I'm just gonna add 0.3 rem. Here we go. Now let's go to just add the box shadow for this box, guys. So I'm just gonna add the box 1, box 2, just copy this, paste it. Okay, gonna add the box shadow. So for this box shadow, let me see, I'm just gonna change it 3 4. I'm just gonna change it very fast, guys. Okay, here we go. This is our box shadow, guys. Just skip it very fast, and let me add a padding 10 pixel and the border radius 5 pixel. There we go. So this is everything for this so this is everything for this home page, and this is I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. Let me just, this is from the blog and other sections, so sorry for that. But yeah, this is everything for this home page. Let's go for the about page, guys, to style it. So we finished this home page. Now let's go to the about page. For this about page, let me first delete this display none that we added for the section. Delete it to just start it, guys. Okay, sorry for my voice, guys. I just bought a new microphone, so I don't know how to use it, and sorry for that. And now let's continue, and you can see we just finished this home page. Now let's go for the about page, guys. So for this about page, no need to just add more style, because we just created this 2 card and just add some grid for this. So for this about page, starting with let me see, starting with this about, so I'm just gonna add it here. I'm gonna add position relative, width, height, and you can see it's here right now. Now let's go to create a flex first, to add a display flex, and justify content, space between, align item, send. Okay, let me add the width, height. Okay, and now you can see we just what is this about? Okay, And now you can see we just added this flex for this display flex and just for content for this text, as you can see, guys. Now let's go to start this about BG that we have a background here with this circle inside it with this circle. So for this about BG, guys, inside of this, I'm gonna add about BG. Just gonna add, you know what, let me just copy this background that we just created right here. Just copy this, paste it here, and just decrease a little width and the height. Let me 600 pixels instead of that. It's enough. And I think, let me just, it's too much. Let me 70 pixels. And I think this is good. Okay, here we go. You can see it, but let me just change this position. So for this position of this top, let me 103%, and at this left minus 10%. You can see right here is now here. Okay, now let me just style this circle. So for this, let's go to the index. Now inside of this, just like we added for this style of this animation, let me just add a style for this instead of that. So this is a style is good for this first one, but for this I'm just gonna add animation with a cubic bezier. So this is a cubic bezier that we just created right here. Just gonna copy this, paste it here, right here, and let me the same animation of this. You need to just scaling it, and yeah, oh, where is the cubic bezier? And one more. Okay, so this is the cubic bezier for this. Copy paste it for this. I'm sorry for that. Now I think, yep, now it's good. Now for this cubic bezier, just gonna add it here, but I'm just gonna change a little bit from that. So let me this 0.7, and for this minus 0.003. Okay, good. Now for this, as you can see it, here we go, beautiful. And let me see, let me just add a little height inside it. So for this, just add the height, let me 420 pixels, and now you can see we just created it right here. It's beautiful, guys. Let me just show you. Yep, we just created it. Here we go. Okay, let's continue. So we finished this. Now let's go to style this row that we see of this every page that we just created right here, the row that we have a card inside it. So for this row, I'm just gonna add a position relative with height. This is enough, but the row int child 3 that have a text int child 3 that have a text. So you can see we have this first row that have a card, second row that have a card, but this row that have a text, I want to just add a flex to just become bigger. Just add a flex inside it, 200%, and you can see it's now a bigger. Here we go. Now let me just style this card 3 and the card 4, and the box shadow pixel and 26 pixel of this color. FFF. Okay, here we go. So now in here, I'm just gonna add a translate minus 50%, minus 50%. I don't want any more skew. This is why I add this box shadow. So yeah, and you can see we just create right here, just add the left and the top. Left 50% and the top 50%. Here we go. Card 4, just add it. Change the color of this box shadow. And I think it's the same color, but let me see. Yeah, it is the same color. Here we go. We just created this, and the last, I think this is a row text, and this I'm just gonna start very fast. So row text. I'm just gonna add the position absolute, transform over the top 50%, and the width 500 pixels. And let me add transform translate y minus 50%. Okay, very good. Now for this circle star text that we just created here, I want to be small. So if you remember, I added the second animation of the Root 2 that have a small scale. So we're gonna add it right here. Circle star text position absolute, change this position, top 80%. Left 80%. Okay, let me add the transform translate. Let me just copy this, paste it. Width, height, and the animation of the Ruti 2 that we just created in a home page forwards infinite. There we go. We just created right here. Let's go to the next page. I think we just finished this about page. Let's go to the next page, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Let me just fix this problem. My bad. Okay, let's go to this flex that we just created right here. The about, the flex. Sorry for that. There we go. Now we just fix this problem. And the next page is blog.css. The last is contact.css. There we go. Starting with a blog that we just created in HTML. Display grid and grid template column. I name it simple name, just like always. I don't think we need to name it hard. So yeah, blog and position relative. Let me add the width, but 100%. There we go. The next page. Okay. Okay, we have this 3 blog that we have position 1, position 2, position 3 that have the text and the image and the description with a link. So this is good. First, let me just style this. We need to style it because we're gonna add the position for this position absolute. So we need a div to style it. We can just add the width and the height. Simple. No need to add more. So now for the text, add the width, just like always. I don't want to resize it in a media, the index 1, and the position relative. Okay. Now the text image that we have this image, I'm gonna resize it. Okay, width. Let me add the height. Okay, auto. And let me add the margin 0, auto, and the 30 pixel auto. This is good. There we go. Just add the margin bottom. Okay. Now let me just add the display block. Just be a center of this. Here we go. Now it's a center this image. Now let's go to see. We have this block BG just like we created this. So you know what? Let me just add it in this about BG. I'm gonna add it here. Okay. Just add it. Now here I'm just gonna change this position, guys. So block BG, gonna add the first width. It's a small circle if you've seen the first video. Top and the left 75%. So yeah, transition is out. And here we go. We just created. And now before to just style these 2 circles, so let me just finish everything for this, guys. Sorry for that. So first let me just style this link, flex link. Gonna add it here, flex link, display flex, just like I said, a simple name for div, grid gap 50 pixels. Okay, now let's go to style this a link. Let me add the padding first. Oh, you know what? Let me just add the padding first. Padding 10 pixel, 25 pixel, and let be a transparent for this, guys. Okay, so for this box shadow, first is this color instead of minus. So yeah, this is our box shadow, guys. And let me add the border and the text decoration. First, let me just add the text decoration being on with 1 pixel, border radius 30 pixel. Okay, font size 1.2 rem. And what else? Let me just add a color white, cursor point. Okay, let me add position relative and the transition for this because we're gonna add a before for this, guys. Is out. Okay, now let's go to just create this hover. So for this hover, guys, okay, text shadow, just gonna add it here, text shadow. Okay, for this text shadow, you know what, let me just copy this. For this text shadow, remove this text shadow. Let me change the setting of this 0.070 17. Okay, change the color. Now for this is okay. And you know what, let me just copy this, paste it here. Let me a 90. Okay, yep, this is good. Now let's go to create a ball as a before for this, guys. So for this before, just gonna copy this. You know what? Let me just copy this, paste it, and this hover of this block. Let me do this. Okay. Flex link A before. So for this, guys, let me just add a 25 pixel. Okay, now change the position of this, guys. So the left, let me 85%, the top be 0, no need to change it. Okay, but let me just add this minus. Okay, didn't work. Let me, okay, now it's working. Okay, good. Z index -2, and then let me adjust the transition. Okay, the box shadow, I don't think we need to change it, so I'm just gonna remove this. We don't want that. Yep. Now let's go to create this hover for this, guys. So for this hover, gonna add hover before. Just add transform. Just copy this, paste it, and just add a scale for this to just become big. And let's add a scale, let me 2. And now you can see, guys, it's become big. Yep, this is our airline, guys. So yeah, and before to just go to the next page, let's add the position 2 and position 3 to just add the position absolute. And you can see, guys, it's become here just like the first page, just like the first box, I'm sorry. Okay, top 0, and let me add opacity 0 to just hide it for now. And let me see, let me just add a transform, translate x minus 100 pixel, because I want to add JavaScript to just go to the left and go to the right. I will explain the JavaScript, so let's add the transition is out. Okay, and the index -1. Okay, good. Here we go. I've got. And now let me just go to this. Okay, for this animation of this style. So for this style, first this, I'm gonna add the height 450 pixel. Okay, and let me see. You know what? Let me just copy this, paste it. The where is it? Okay, here we go. Just gonna copy this, paste it for now. Okay, here we go. So just add it here, animation roti. Okay, 8 seconds. Keep it visibility same, and let me reverse for this. Okay, let me 650 pixel for this height, and for this, guys, let me add it. For this, I'm just gonna change this cubic bezier very fast, and for this, let me 0. Okay, and for this 0.66. Okay, and let me add the height 6. Okay, now let's see it, guys. So you can see, I think, yep, here we go. We just created this circle, as you can see, guys. Okay, guys, we just created this blog page, and I will add the JavaScript after we finish a CSS. So let's go to style this contact page, guys. So let's go to the contact CSS. So for this contact CSS, guys, first starting with a contact, I'm sorry, gonna add a display grid template column, repeat, 2, 1 of them, align item, center. Okay, let me just add a grid gap, 50 pixels. Okay, now let me just style the first is, let me just style the form. So for this form, I'm gonna add a display flex action column. Okay, and let me add a grid gap, 50 pixel, margin 0, item, and position right there to just paste it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here we go. This is our form, and we're gonna create this 2 circles. So for now, let me just style this. Let's go first style the import, then we go for the circle and this line. So for this, I'm gonna start with import and the text area and bottom. button, okay, width 300 pixel, padding 15 pixel, box shadow for this guys. So for this box shadow I'm gonna add 0 pixel. Okay, so this is our box shadow guys. Let me just add the background of this color. Okay, let me add the border radius 30 pixel border, 2 pixel solid, and the color let be this. So just gonna copy this paste set here. The color be white. There we go. So for this text shadow I'm gonna add a little height text. Oh, I'm sorry. For this text area I'm gonna add a little height. Height 250 pixel. Okay, border radius 20 pixel. And for this button, just gonna add the font size for this guys, 1.3 rem. Button, okay. So as you can see, we just created this box shadow of this. Now let's go to create this line. So first I'm gonna start with a line, then we go for this circle. So for this line, first starting with a line 1, content empty, and let me add the width, height 10 pixel is enough. And for this box shadow, let me just add this for now. Then I'm going to change it, position absolute, and top 4%, left 100. Okay, transform translate, and it's 50%, and minus 50%. Okay, the index minus 2. Okay, now let me see. You know what guys, let me just first start with this circle to just give it this position to be here. So I'm just gonna start with this circle of this form BG that we have here, form BG2. Okay, oh, we have this form BG. So this is our first circle. Let me just add it here. Form BG I'm gonna add. Let me just copy this paste set. Okay, content empty, and let me see. So the width 200 pixel for this, and the height 200 pixel again. The border radius, let me add a 50% to just be a circle. Okay, and let me copy this. Where is it? The circle. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think I copied this paste set. So for this, I'm just gonna copy this paste set, and I'm just gonna change it very fast. Okay, I just add this box shadow guys. So let me just add a background for this. Just a little background. Let be this color. Okay, here we go. So this is our circle. But let me just add the top 0%, and the left, let me add 152%. But let me add the form BG2 and form and the footer BG. So let me just show you guys. We have this form BG2 of this that we have a little circle that I'm gonna resize it, and this footer BG for this logo text. So for now I'm just gonna add a style display none. Okay, we just hide it for now because we add the overflow. So yeah, and let me see why this has happened. Okay, the reason why is here. Let me just add the line 2, and you know what, let me just add line 2 and the line 3 to just fix this problem. Line 2, line 3, and the line 4. And now you can see we just fixed this problem because we didn't add a position absolute for this line. So this is why the flex section column for this line guys. And now we just fix this problem for now. And yep, and you know what, let me just change this color of this box shadow guys. So for this box shadow I'm just gonna change this color. Okay, so this is our box shadow of this line guys. So let me just replace it with this line 1 and this line 3 and this line 4 guys. Yep, it's now beautiful as you can see it. But let me just add a rotate for this line 2, line 3. So for this line 2 I'm gonna add a rotate think this is good. Okay, let me just add the width and the height for this. So for this align, too, I'm gonna add 160 pixel. Okay, so for this top, I'm gonna add 17% left. Okay, there we go. So this is our next line. Now for the line 3, guys, 320 pixel. Height be the same, you need to change it, but the top, let me just change it. Okay, here we go. Let me just add the rotate for this. Okay, 200, there we go. And the left, let me just add the left for this. Okay, there we go. Now for the line 4 for this bottom, guys. So now for the line 4, let me add the 500 pixel for this width. And 56%. Let me see. Add the rotate for this to see. Okay. Let me add the left, a little left. There we go. So this is our line 4. Let me start with the form BG2, guys, to just add the position and style little width. Height. Okay, this is a circle. Top, left. Okay, minus. I think the box shadow, it's not good. I'm gonna change it very fast. Sorry for that, guys. So I'm just gonna change it very fast. Okay, guys, sorry if I skip it, but I just changed it very fast to just go to the next, and you can see this is our box shadow. And yeah, let me just fix this. Let me just fix this index. So for this blog, I'm sorry for this circle star of this form BG, guys. Let me just add animation of the rotate to just become smaller. So I'm just gonna, where is okay, just gonna copy this, paste it here, guys. You know what, let me just copy paste it here, just like always. So for this yes, so for this circle star of this form BG, add it here. So let be a rotate 2 because I want to be small, and let be a 4 second, and instead of cube paste, let me just be a linear, simple. Okay, forwards infinite, this is good. And let me add the height 300, or okay, this is good. Now let me see it. Yep, this is a circle. Okay, this is a form BG. Now for this form BG2. So for this form BG2, copy this again, paste it. Form BG2, add it here. Rotate 2, no need to change it for a second, but let me just be a reverse instead of forwards. And for this height, I'm gonna add 350 or 400, let me 400 pixel. Now let's see it. There we go, beautiful. So yeah, this is our 2 circle, but let me just, so for this icon, we name it icon position 2. So first position is for the menu, but this is a position 2. I'm gonna add it here, icon position 2. I'm gonna add the position absolute, top, okay, left 30%. You know what, let me just, okay, here we go. Let me add transform translate, minus 50%, minus 50%. Now let's go to style the icon 1, icon 2, icon 3. Copy paste it. Okay, 4, 3, 2. Gonna add again position absolute, guys. Let me add a transition. 2 seconds is out, and you can see the all icon in just in one position, guys. This is why I add this position absolute for this icon, icon 2, and icon 3. Now let's go to style this icon to add the color and other thing. So icon position 2, icon. Gonna add the font size 2.6, and let me add the color. Okay, transition, simple transition, guys. Cursor pointer, and let me see what else. Let me add padding 20 pixel, and the index 1 border radius be 50% because I want to add box shadow. Box shadow inset 3 pixel and minus 4 pixel, 7 pixel of this color. And you know what, let me just add icon 2, icon 3, icon 4. I want to add opacity 0. Here we go. We just hide it, and in JavaScript, I will add it in a JavaScript to just add the effect of this JavaScript. So yeah, this is our contact page. Let's go for this footer to just go for the menu, and then we go for the JavaScript. So let me just add a footer page. Okay, a BG footer. I'm gonna add a position relative because I want to add before footer, display flex, grid gap, 200 pixel, margin left, just like always, 100 pixel, and width 100%. Okay. Where is it? Okay, where is? I can see it. I think I add a display none. Yeah, I think I add display. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, now we can see it. But you know what? Let me just add a display none for this style display none, and I will fix it for now. So let's continue. Logo text. First, start with the logo text. Gonna add the margin 0 or margin I to 0. Auto 0. Okay, sorry. Position relative. And yeah, I think this is good. Now let's go to create this footer page, footer BG. So we add a footer BG, but I'm gonna just change a little bit from that. So just gonna copy this, paste it here. First, let me just change the width, height, change of this top be a 50% and the left be a, okay, there we go. Now let me just change a little setting of this box shadow. So for this box shadow, you know what, let me just copy again this and paste it here. I'm sorry. So for this box shadow, and we don't need the background, delete it. Very good. Everything is good for now. I'm gonna just change a little setting of this, be a small, and yeah, 3, 10, 20, 30, and 40. And I think this is good for, okay, so I added this box shadow. Let me just delete this. Okay, here we go. So this is our box shadow, guys, and I add this style, this animation. Just add it very fast, guys. Yeah, yeah, this is good for this. Here we go. Now let's go to this next. Let's go for this flex footer, guys. So flex footer, gonna add the display flex and the margin auto. Okay. Now for this cool of this A link that we have hit here, add the display flex and the flex action column. Flex action column. There we go. Let me just add the margin to have a little distance. Okay. Yeah. Cool A. I think we have a button, a style, or oh, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. Okay, the color. Let me add this color. F1C0. Okay, margin bottom. 10 pixel, text decoration, none. And let me add the font size, 1.2 rem. Point weight, transition, position, relative. Okay. Yeah, I think this is good for font size. Or you know what? 1.0. Yeah, this is good. Cool A hover, I'm gonna add, let me see. Let me just change the color to ghost white. And let me add the transform scale, little scale. Okay, yeah, I think this is good. Okay, next is this copyright. So for this, I'm gonna add the last padding 0, 10%. Let me add the copyright. I think the copyright copy, I'm sorry, let me add a copy, let me add the position absolute, top 95%, left 10%, and the transform translate y minus 50%. There we go. Let me just create a line. So this is why I add this position relative for this BG footer. So I'm just gonna add it here, BG footer before, to just create a line between this, content empty, position absolute, you know what, copy paste set, okay, content empty, position absolute, top 90%, left 50%, and the transfer translate minus 50%, minus 50%. Okay, now let me just add the width, and let me add the height, 2 pixels enough. Now let me just add a background to just create it. The index minus 1. There we go. We just created this line. Next is a social that we have it here. Okay, so let's just finish it very fast. Social as a social media, display flex, and the grid gap 25 pixels. Okay, now let's go to the social ion icon. So just gonna copy this icon that we have it here, paste it here, social ion icon, social ion icon. Okay, font size will be a 1.5 rem, the color let be white. Okay, cursor pointer and padding 10 pixel. Okay, the border, let me add border instead of that, border 2 pixels solid, F1, okay, there we go. Now let me just add a text align center for this. So we have a cool, and I'm just gonna name it here, cool nth child, cool nth child 3 h3, I think we name it. We have h3 and the p. Okay, copy this, paste it, just add a text align center. There we go, we finished this. Now let's go to just go for this menu, and then we go for the JavaScript and explain everything. We need to just create this block to the next, and other thing we need, I think, yeah, for this, yes, for this contact. So let's do it. So first let's go for this menu. First starting with, let me see what's having. Okay, menu inside, let me just remove this. So starting with this, guys, menu inside, gonna add it here, position, fix it. Okay, left. Okay, I know what, let me add a bottom, minus 35 pixel, translate translate, I'm sorry guys, translate minus 50%, minus 50%. Okay, border radius to just be a circle, and this index 3 with a transition, because we want to add a JavaScript for this, guys. So transition is in. Okay, so let me just create a before for this, guys. So for this before, gonna copy this, any before we have, just copy this, paste it, and we add anything for this. So content empty, position to the top 50%, left 50%, and this be a center. Okay, let me just add a background instead of, okay, we have a background, and we add it here. Change the color of this to 3, okay, of this color, and the box shadow, I'm just gonna add it very fast, guys. Okay, so this is our box shadow, guys. Let me just add the border radius, we have 50%, and let me add the width and the height 100%. Height 100%. Okay, and the transition, let me just add this transition, guys, is in. So let's see it. Where is it? I can't see. I think this is it. Yeah, we need to just add the position for this. So let's continue, guys. So You know what, let me just style the ion icon. So I think we name it menu bg. Okay, let me just add the first menu bg position relative, just style it. So menu bg ion icon. Then we go for the after. Font size, let me just add font size 2.6 run, and let me add font weight, color. Okay, transition, simple transition, cursor pointer, and adding 20 pixel, the index 1, display block, and margin 0 auto. Okay, here we go. We're gonna style it this letter for now. Okay, let me just create an after, just like we created this before. Just create this after for this menu inside it of this. So for this menu inside of this after, guys, I'm gonna add a matrix 3D, but let me just change this position first. Okay, the box shadow and the background, let be the same. I need to change it, but let me just add let me see, what is it before? Okay, let me just add a rotate first, 90 degree. I think this is okay. Now it's good. And let me add matrix 3D. So for this matrix 3D, first is this. Okay, 1.2. Yeah, 0 0. Let me change this. Okay, let be 2. Okay, so this is after. So yeah, this is good. Let me just copy this transform, and I'm just gonna remove this. Let me just remove this. Okay, let me just remove border radius. Let me 50 pixel instead of that, and I'm just gonna fix this. So width, let me 190 pixel and 200 pixel for this, guys, of this height. There we go. We just created this before. Let me add the index -3 to just hide it. Okay, I think, yeah, let me just change this position to this. Oh, you know what, let me add this and remove this. There we go. We just created right now, guys. So this is our before and after. Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, I think this is good, guys. Let's go to the next. But before to go to the next, I want these two circles that I have here, I want to be smaller than Ruti 2. So I'm just gonna create a new keyframes. Just gonna add it here, keyframes, Ruti menu. The same is 0% and 100% that we added here. So for this, that we added for the rotate, but I want the scale be a 0.2 to just be smaller than usual. So I'm just gonna add 100%, and for this, let me. Okay, now let's go to the index to just fix this ball. Okay, so the menu inside that we have it here, animation routine menu. So let me just add it here, style animation routine menu that we just created right now for second. Linear, reverse, okay, infinite. There we go. We just created it. And you know what, let me just add the height. But I think this is height good. Let me just add a little height. Okay, next is I want to create this for this hover, guys. So for this hover, I'm sorry. You know what, let me just add it after this. Let me remove this, okay. Let me add a hover for this after. So I want the after the transform this matrix 3D. I want to change it in this, and I'm gonna add a height. So let me just change it very fast. Let me see. No need to change this. Let me 4. Okay. Yeah, I think this is good. Let's see it. There we go. We just created right now. This is after. For the before, just gonna copy this paste set. For the before, just gonna add a background and little box shadow. Background of this color. Okay. And the box shadow, let me just add it really fast. 10 pixels. There we go. We just created this menu before and after. Now, next thing, let me create a second menu that we just created for this home about a blog. Okay. So for this, sorry for that. Okay. So for this, gonna add a second menu. Gonna add the transition first, and let me add the position absolute to just be a center. Top 50% left, 50% be a center, guys. Transform translate minus 50% minus 50%. Very good. Let me style this a link. So I'm gonna add a padding 7 pixel, 25 pixel. Okay. Margin 0, 10 pixel. Text decoration none. Color white. And let me add a position relative. Okay. Index 1. Transition. Let me add the transition of this transition, guys. Okay. Just add it here. The font size, I'm gonna add a 2.5. I want to be a big and text align center. Okay, let me just add a display flex. I forgot about that. Display flex and the flex action column. Okay, here we go. Let me just add a grid gap. 50 pixels. There we go. This is good for now. Let me hide it for now. You know what? Let me just first create this logo of this menu and this icon. So let me just do it very fast. So I'm gonna start with this. Let me see. I'm gonna start with icon position 1. Yes, just like the icon position 2. I'm just gonna start very fast. Then I'm gonna hide it. Icon position 1. Just gonna add the position absolute again to just be a center. Okay. Let me add the width. Height. Okay. This is good. Now again we're gonna add a position absolute for these icons. I'm just gonna add the icon. I think we name it icon. Oh, icon menu 1. Okay, icon M1 as the menu 1. Okay, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Gonna add the position absolute. As you can see, we just hide it. Okay, width, height, transform. Oh, you know what? Transition. Let me add. Okay. Let me add a cubic bezier. Okay, next. And let me see. 1.06. Okay. So for this cubic bezier, I'm gonna add opacity. Okay. So we just hide it for now with this opacity, and let me just remove it. Transform scale 0 to just hide it. Okay. Okay, now let me just style this logo of this menu. You can add this header, but I didn't add it, so yeah, I'm just gonna add the logo M as a logo menu. Content empty. Position absolute. Top 10% again. 10% left. 10%. Transform translate. Y minus 50%. Transition. Simple transition, and let me add display now. Okay, let me add the logo M H1. We're gonna add font size 3 rem and the margin button 0. Okay, good. Now let me hide this new menu. So just gonna add, I think I name it a new menu. Yes, a new menu. Gonna add it here, new menu. Just add the position absolute and top minus Okay, left minus, just to hide it. There we go, we just hide it. Now let's go to the JavaScript to just create this menu to add active for this menu. So let's go to the Java of this app.js, first starting with a menu, guys. So for this menu, I'm just gonna name this menu inside and this name this, okay? So let a menu inside document query selector. I want to select it. A menu inside, just like we name it. Okay, copy paste it for the menu. There it is. Okay, now let me add a function. So the menu inside, add on click. Okay, add a function. Just gonna add a little star inside it. So menu class list toggle instead of add active. Okay, very good. So let me just test it. Menu inside. Okay, it's active. Okay, very good. Let's go to the style it in this menu.css. So starting with a first one. So starting with a menu active. Let me add it here, guys. The menu active. I'm gonna add a position, fix it. Top 0, left 0, and let me add a width. The index. Okay. Menu active, menu inside before. Let me just add it here. Okay. I'm gonna add this box shadow. 1 pixel, 4 pixel, 20 pixel of this color. Okay, next 1 pixel, minus 1 pixel, and minus 1 pixel, 15 pixel of this color. Okay, so let me see. There we go. So this is the before. Now for the after. Sorry for that. Okay. Now for this after, I'm just gonna add a little. You know what? I'm just gonna add a little this height and this little of this matrix 3D. So for this rotate, I'm gonna add this. Okay, matrix 3D. I need to change it. Yes, I need to change this matrix 3D. Let me just add the top and a little left. Okay, add the left minus. Oh, we have too much. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. We just created. Let me just add a second menu that we just added this. Just add the index 3 is enough for this. Okay, let me add the menu active, the logo, menu active, the logo in, just to add the display block and the index 1. Okay, now for the menu active, a new menu, menu active, new menu, just to add the height and the edge width 1%, the index 1, and opacity 1. No, we don't have opacity, I'm sorry. Just delete that. Okay, the index 1. Top 0, left 0. There we go. Let me add the background. There we go. So this is our menu, as we can see it, guys. So, yep, let me see. Yep, now let's go to create this circle that we have it for this menu. So, let me just find it in this VS Code, guys. Okay, so for this menu circle, let me just create it very fast. Menu circle. Just gonna add the content empty with height, border radius to just be a circle, position absolute. Let me just copy this, paste it to just be a center, 50%, left 50%, and the translate minus 50%, minus 50%. So, yep, and let me just add a scale to just hide it. we just hide it for now with a scale 0. Okay, and let me add a transition, little transition. Okay, now let me just add a menu active, menu circle to just show it with a box shadow. So the menu active, okay, menu circle, I'm just gonna add the box shadow with a transform translate of this scale 1. But let me just go to the home page to just copy this box shadow and paste it here. I'm sorry, where is it? Okay, copy paste it here. There we go. I think this is good. Here we go. Let me just change a little bit from this 120 and this be 70. There we go. This is our circle, as you can see, guys. So let me just show you right now. We have this effect of this ease that we added here. But you know what? Let me just add a little transition inside of this menu circle to just add more second of this. Now I think this is good. There we go. Now it's beautiful with this scale. There we go. It's beautiful. Okay, nice. And last thing I need to just change it. Let me just change this circle. And for the icon, I forget to style the ion icon of this icon of position 1, if you remember, guys. So I'm just gonna add it here. Let me find it. Oh yes, here we go. Let me just add icon position 1, the same style, but I'm just gonna change a little bit from that. So icon position 1 of ion icon here, I'm just gonna add it here. Just gonna add position absolute top 50%, left 50% to just be the center, and transform translate minus 50% and minus 50%. Now the font size, let be a big, let be this, and the padding 40%. So this is good for now. So if I want to show you right now, where is it? Okay, here we go. You can see it. So where is it? The transition is not working, and the width heights. So you can see this is our icon, as you can see it. But for now, we just hide it. Okay, and we're gonna add JavaScript for this, guys. Let's go to fix this circle of these guys in this HTML. So let's go to this first with this. Let me see, where is it? Okay, let me just copy this, paste it, show it right now. A style. Okay. Okay. First with this, guys. So let me just add height for this instead of that. Little height. Okay. And for this, just gonna add animation of the routine instead of routine. Okay, and let be 8 seconds. Let me add the cubic bezier 0.7 minus. Okay, 1. Okay, so reverse infinite. Okay, and the height, let me add this. Next, copy. Let me just copy this, paste it. You know what? Let me just copy this cubic bezier, paste it here. Yeah. Let me just copy this, paste it here. So 0. Okay, let me just change a little bit from that. Let be a minus. And this, gonna add a little bit. 49, and this 0.66. Okay, forwards. Okay, let me add more height for this, guys. 1. Okay, for the last one, just gonna copy this again, paste it here for the last one, guys. Okay, the cubic bezier, and I think let me just be this 6 seconds. And for this 6 seconds again, let me just change a cubic bezier. No need to change it. So just gonna add a little height for that. Okay, now let's see it, guys. Okay, you can see we built this menu with this beautiful circle. I think this is good. Yes. And we need to add just a JavaScript for that, just showing the icon when your user hover this home and about and the blog and contact. Yeah, this is everything for this, guys, for this styling this website. Last thing is the JavaScript, then for the media, and we finish this video of this. Hope you guys like it and hope you guys learned anything from this and learn how to create this something beautiful with a background, circle, everything. So yeah, now let's go to the JavaScript, guys. Okay, so you can see, guys, we have this ID for this F1 menu, F2 menu, F3 menu. I want to add hover for this with a JavaScript to just show the icon of this home when a user hover this home of this text. Let's go for this first of all. F1 menu, document, get elementary by ID, the same name that we name it in the HTML. Okay, F1 menu. This is simple, just like we name it here. We just called it in JavaScript to just create a function for this. So let me just copy paste it. Okay, F2, F3, F2, F3, F4. Okay, now let me just add the ID for this icon. So we can see instead of ID, I'm gonna add a query select to just call it in a JavaScript because I want to add a function for this. So let me just copy this, paste it, or you know what, let me just copy this, paste it here. And now let me just name it icon menu 1, menu 2, menu 3, menu 4. So let me just fix this. Okay, icon menu 1, oh, icon M2, M2, this is M1, and let me just copy paste it. Okay, okay, and for this. So okay, now we just call it in this JavaScript. This is a first menu that we add the ID for this, that I add ID for this, guys, if you download the HTML. So you can see I just added in HTML so fast, and now I call it in JavaScript for this icon and this menu. So now let's go to create a function for this. I'm just gonna add a F1 menu, add event listener, add mouse, enter. When user hover this, I want, let me just, okay, I want the icon M1 style, show it with opacity, or I think the transform. Let me see, guys, I'm sorry, my bad. Okay, I want the transform scale be a 1 inside of this style of this M1. So let's see if this is working or not right now. Okay, now let's see it, guys. You can see it's showing up right now. Very beautiful. And now let me just add function for the leaf. F1 menu as mouse leaf. Okay, let be again 0. Here we go. This is simple animation for this hover, guys. And let me just add the transition. I added transition, but it doesn't work. So let me just see why it doesn't work. Okay, I just fixed this problem. Just fix this problem very fast, and you can see just add this cubic bezier for this transition, guys. And as you can see, guys, we just fixed this problem with this transition, and just add the opacity as not a 1, just a little bit. Instead of 0.5, I just added 0.3 to just a little bit showing to the user of this, just like this. There we go. And you can add the 0.5 if you didn't like a 0.3. So you can see it is still good, but I think the 0.3 is better. So now let's go to just add for this F2, F3 for this JavaScript. Okay. Now let me just replace it. F2, F2, F3, F3, F4, F4. Okay. Again, let me just replace this. M2, M2, M3, M4, M4. Now let's see it, guys. This is a simple animation of this JavaScript. You can see it, guys, very beautiful. There we go. So this is our menu. We just created pretty fast with this JavaScript. Let's go to the next, and the next is let's go to C. Next is for this, guys, for this read more and this next. So I want when a user click on this next, the next block showing to the, or the next style of this showing to the user right now. So I think I add the function in HTML. So let me just see it in yes, we add on click for this. But let me just call this position 1, position 2, position 3 in a JavaScript. So I'm gonna name it, and for blog bg, and I think the blog bg, I think I need it. For now, I need it. Okay, so let me just call it right now, guys. So I'm just gonna use a quasi instead of that. Just okay, quasi selector, and let me just add the position 1, position 2, position 3. Position 1, position 2, position 3. Just add it. And let me see. Okay, position 1, position 2, position 3. There we go. Okay, now we just call it in a JavaScript. Very good. I want to call this blog bg as this background of this circle. I want add a filter here to just change a color. Or you can add a scale, or you can add more animation inside it. But I'm gonna use a simple animation for this. So let me just show you. Right now. But instead of this blog bg, I'm just gonna add this blog that have all of this item inside of this blog. I want to add a color for this. So let me just call the last thing, and let me just add a blog. Simple. And that we name it blog. Now let's go to the create a function, and the function was named that on click. We added here the next one. Now inside it, guys, I want the position 1 style. First, I'm gonna add opacity 0 to just hide it for user, and transform translate x minus 100 pixel to just go to the left, hide it, okay, and the z-index minus 1. There we go. Now let's see it's working or not, but let me, okay, now let me just test it right now if you see this happen. Okay, but I think the transition doesn't work. So let me just add a position to position 3 for now. So we just hide this position 1, now position 2 and position 3. Position 2, position 3, and add this position 3 just in case we have this problem. Just add opacity 0 and this minus 100 pixel. No need to change it, but this I'm gonna add opacity 1 to just show it to user the next block that I want to show it to user right now. And let me add 0 pixel. And let me just be 1. Okay, now let's see it. You can see it's working, guys. But so the transition doesn't work. Let me just go to the blog.css. Okay, I think I can find it. The position 1, here we go. Let me just add the position 1 to just add a transition, guys. I'm sorry for that. So yeah, now let me just try it again. You can see it, guys. This first position go to the left, and this position 2 go to the right. You just show it to the next user. Now for the next 2, just add it here, which is the position 3. Let be opacity 1, let be a 0, translate x, and then this z-index b. Okay, now for this minus 1, minus 100, and add this 0. Okay, now let's see it, guys. You can see, here we go. You just create it right now, and I'm gonna add this back option. But for now, just like I said, I want to change a color, I want to add a scale. So let me just show you how to change a color for this. So as we just created this blog that we name it in a JavaScript, or you know what, let me, okay, blog, there we go. just add a filter hue. Now for this, I'm gonna add 45 degree. And for this, guys, for this next, you can add your custom color, but I just add my custom color that I just choose it for this website. So you can see it, guys. We just change this color and change this color to the green. Now if I want to add a scale inside of this, or if I want to add icon, you can add more inside, just like I said, but let me just show you how to add it. So just as we name it for this blog, as we just name it here, blog VG, I'm just gonna name it here blog VG, just in case to show you blog VG. Okay, now for this blog VG, I want, for example, I want the style. So let me just see if we have any translate. Okay, yes, we have a transform translate. Let me just add it right now. Transform translate here, and add a scale inside it. Scale 1.5 blog page. So now let me just show you right now. You can see it's become bigger right here. You can add more inside of this, but I didn't add it, so I want to be simple. Just if you want to add, just in any case, if you want to add more inside it, if you want to add more animation, more design, it's up to you. It's your website, but I want to be simple, so I just gonna delete it for now. Okay, so we don't need this for now. Just be simple, changing color for this. Here we go. Now let me just create a back option to just go to the first position one. It's very simple. So let me just copy this, paste it here. Okay, back option. I think we name it back option. Yes, back option. There we go. So let me just again opacity 1 for this position 1. Translate XP 0 pixel, and this be 1, and this be minus 100 pixel of this translate, and this be 0, and this be 0 for this color. There we go, and you can see it, guys. Next, and the back option, back to the first page of this position 1. There we go. We just create a simple JavaScript of this Java CSS. Next, let's go for this contact page, guys. So I think the last one is contact page. We just finished everything for this. Then we go for the media of the phone and tablet to just resize it for the phone and tablet. But let me just show you right now. So for example, I want when user click on this, the icon is just change it to the text or other thing. I'm just gonna name this icon and this icon 2, icon 3, icon 4. I'm just gonna name it in a JavaScript. Then when user click on icon 1, the icon 2 is showing up. So let's do it. I'm just gonna copy this, paste it here. Icon 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna name it fast. Very simple, guys. Now let's go to create a function of this onclick 1, onclick icon 2, and this onclick icon 3. So as we just add a position absolute, all of this icon is in the same of this position of this phone icon, as you can see it. So let's just do it very fast. Let me just add this function, guys. Gonna copy this, paste it here. First is icon 1. Okay, I wanted this icon style and this icon 2 style. Let me just add icon 2, or icon 3, and icon 4. Okay, I want to add opacity 0 and opacity 1. I think I added this transition, so let me just check it very fast. Yeah, I think yes, we add a transition for this, and you can see it, guys. We just hide it, the icon 2, icon 3, and icon 4. So now let me just add opacity 1 and opacity 0. Okay, delete this. We don't need that. Delete it and delete this. So let me just. Okay, so the icon 2 show it, but the rest of the icon 4 and icon 3 hide it with opacity 0. Again, copy this, paste it. Icon 2, let be this one, and icon to be a 0. Now in just case, let me just show you right now, and you can see the icon changed for this text and for this email. Now for this text area, let me just create it for icon 3. Let me just add a function for that. Okay, the icon for show it for the text area. A very simple animation of this JavaScript with a Java CSS, as you can see, guys. Here we go. Hope you guys like it of this, and yeah, this is everything for the JavaScript, guys. And I didn't add more JavaScript because I want to be a sample of this website. I think this is a beautiful website, and you can change a color if you didn't like it. So if you don't like it, the blue color, let me just show you right now. Let me, instead of that, HTML. So let me just add a filter, you rotate. You can change a color to this specific color. Yeah, you can add more color for this. So I love a green color and the blue color. Sometimes you can see, just change this color, guys. Everything inside it, you can change a color more. I think this is good. The next color, this, okay, this is good for the next color of this purple, simple purple. You can see it, guys. There we go. You can just choose a color for this, or you can just change the color in a box shadow. So now let's go to the media of this to just finish this video. And I don't think we need to explain the media because it just resides in this the div and this the circle background, everything just resides it. So I'm just gonna stop the talking about this course, and I'm gonna say right now to you guys, thank you for watching this video, and hope you guys see you in the next video, guys. Yeah, so this is everything for this, guys. Hope you like it, and guys, don't forget to subscribe, and guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. You guys just help me. If you want to help me, just add a like and a comment, just like always, guys. Hope you see you in the next video of the cube. So yeah, this is everything for this website, and I'm gonna add a media with no voice. So I don't think we need to explain that, but yeah. So see you in the next video, guys. Bye. Oh, and guys, I just forget about the arrow show that if you see in the first video, the two arrow that are showing in this homepage. I forget about that. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just add it very fast to just go to the media. My bad. Okay, let me just do it very fast. Arrow. Arrow show. One. Just rename it content empty. Let me add the width, height. Okay, let me just add a border, top, right radius to just be a arrow for this, and the position absolute to just at the top and the left. And don't worry about it getting overflow because I add overflow X, because I add overflow inside of this hero to just hide overflow X. So let me just add the left. 40%. Okay, let me add the transform translate -50%, and rotate. Okay, z index -2. Now let me just add the border, so 10 pixels solid, and the color let be this color. Okay, now let me see it, guys. Let be 700 pixel, guys. I'm sorry. You can see we just created this. Now let me just copy this, paste it for the arrow 2. For the arrow 2, guys, to just show it right now. So so this is the same with same height. No need to change it, but the top, let me just change it very fast. 10%, and for this 37% for the left. Okay. Now for this rotate, gonna change it very fast. Okay, and the same, but let me add the border bottom. Okay, border bottom, right radius. There we go. Now let's see it, guys. I'm sorry. Now let's me. Okay, we just created right now, and now let me just add animation. When a user enter your website, this arrow show it after 1 second or after 2 seconds, guys. So let me just do it very fast for this. So this is animation. I'm just gonna name it border show. Border show. 1 second. Is out and forwards. No need to infinite, just add forwards. I'm gonna hide it for now, and let me add animation delay to just start it after 1 second. Okay, Now let me just add the keyframes of this border show, 0% and 100%. Okay, now let me just add this border inside of this, and this be border 200 pixels to just have a cool animation. And let be opacity 1, and let be opacity 0 for this 0%, and for this opacity 1. Okay, copy this, paste it. You know what? Copy this, paste it for this border show 2. I'm gonna name it for this border show 2, and yep, yes, I think this is good. Okay, if you want to add more animation to it, it's up to you, but I think I don't need to do that. So then I just copy this, paste it. Let be 200 pixel, and here we go. Let be 1.5 second. And now let's see it, guys. You can see, guys, we just create this animation, beautiful animation with this arrow, as we just see it. Now let's go to the media and continue, guys. Okay guys, we just finished everything for this video guys. Hope you like it, and yeah, this is everything for this guys, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and don't forget to add a comment if you add anything, if you have any question guys. So just ask it for me and I'm ready to answer your question. And I see you in the next video of this cube, and I see you in the next video of the cube that have a level 1 website. Then we go for the level 2 website after we finish the cube website. Hope you guys see you in the next video guys. Bye.